Hello, I'm David Kerr, Professor of Cancer Medicine at the University of Oxford. I'd like to talk about a trial, Atomic, that was presented recently at ASCO by a good pal of mine, Frank Sinacrope from the Mayo Clinic. We don't often talk about the latest ASCO results on these Medscape videos just because we get so much information, those of us who are ASCO ESMO members, bombarded, I think appropriately, from these fantastic societies. I thought this was worthwhile, given the fact that it's potentially practice changing. So, the Atomic study, it was of standard adjuvant chemotherapy, stage 3 colon cancer, in which patients who had deficient mismatch repair, microsatellite unstable or MSI high tumors, those which we know are responsive to immunotherapy in the advanced setting, they were randomized to either chemotherapy alone for 6 months, 12 cycles of FOLFOX infusion of either oxaliplatin chemotherapy, or same chemotherapy plus the PD-1 inhibitor atezolizumab, I beg your pardon, PD-L1 inhibitor atezolizumab. The atezolizumab was given in combination with FOLFOX for the first 6 months and then continued as monotherapy for a further 6 months. It's an NCI-sponsored trial, fantastic collaborative group, and they managed to randomize 712 patients over 6 years. The trial started in 2017, and the last patient recruited was early in 2023. So during that period of time, practice has changed somewhat. We tend, by and large, to give 3 months rather than 6 months of adjuvant chemotherapy, but the trial was of its time and was well designed. And what they demonstrated was that disease-free survival was the primary outcome, that in the atezo arm, 3-year disease-free survival was 86.4%, compared with 76.6% in the FOLFOX arm, showing a very high p-value and a very, very decent hazard ratio, as one would expect. And what Frank and colleagues concluded, I think entirely reasonably, was that given the advantages accrued by the addition of atezolizumab to FOLFOX in terms of disease-free survival, and this should be considered a new adjuvant standard of care for patients with mismatch repair deficient colon cancer. Yes, but no. Yes, but no. So yes, but as I said, we tend to give 3 rather than 6 months adjuvant chemotherapy. Do we need to give chemotherapy for that long? We would argue probably not. What about atezolizumab on its own? Could that be as effective as a combination with chemotherapy? One wonders. 12 months atezolizumab, or 6 months, or 24 months. So there's something very interesting about the duration of exposure to atezolizumab. And of course, we'd have to look at the cost effectiveness of how we do that. So well done, Frank and team. Well done, the Atomic Study Group. Very, very provocative data. A highly significant finding in terms of disease-free survival. Let's see what happens with more follow-up on overall survival. That will be an important additional set of secondary endpoints. But there's still a number, I think, of important questions to ask, important in terms of toxicity of combination, duration of therapy, possibly financial toxicity given the cost of any immune checkpoint inhibitor. But an important study, possibly a landmark in terms of how we treat this relatively. Remember, only about 10% of our colon cancers will be mismatch repair deficient. But good trial, well run, and I'd be really interested in your comments. Am I being too hard, or should we just accept this as a new gold standard? Thanks for listening, Medscapers, and for the time being, over and out, and thank you.